Welcome to the Matthews Title bow review. Right here I've got my title. So let's just jump straight on into some specs and personal things that I've got going on with this bow. So first off, the pretty obvious thing, it's in black, so black riser and black limbs. And they also make a bunch of other different colors, but you can customize the limbs. They come in black and white, and then the riser comes in a bunch of different colors. So I've got the Title 36, which means 36 inches axle to axle. They also have 34, 36, of course, 38 and 40. So this bow comes in at 4.49 pounds without any accessories on it. So that's just the bare bow. But I'll weigh it real quick and show y'all what it weighs with all the stuff I've got on it. Just using the bow draw weight scale, but it still works for this. So it came in at 7.44 pounds, so that's definitely not a light bow by any means. One of the positives to so much weight though is that you can hold the bow steadier, and while you're holding it, it doesn't move as rapidly all over the place. For this bow, my draw length is 27.5 inches, and my draw weight's right around 60 pounds. So it's just under the 60-pound limit, but it also is right there. The IBO speed rating given to this bow by Matthews is 333 feet per second. And right now how I have it set up, it's in the 260 to 280 range. So not too fast, but for what I'm doing, I don't really need a ton of speed. And I believe I have the mods with 70% let off, and they're the 60-pound mods. So now let's dig into the stuff most of you guys probably actually really care about. And we'll start with the sight bar and scope. For my sight bar, I'm running an Excel Achieve XP sight bar. It's the 9-inch bar, I think. I don't really need 9 inches, but thinking I might cut the back off. That way we don't have any issues with clearance here, and just so it looks better, which is the main reason. There's a good look at it, but it has the built-in sight tape on the back, so you can use the Archer's Mark app with it. And then it has the little dials with nice clicks. Each click is like a little bitty amount, so you can really dial it in. And it also has this big adjuster right here, so you can kind of just get it where you need it, and then you can dial it in here. It also has the windage dial. And then coming into my scope, I've got a UV3 SE scope on there. And you can swap the cartridge on these, which is really cool. So right now I have the single pin cartridge, but it also has the double pin part, but it's all built into one pin. Up here on the top, we've got the light. Just click that button, turns the sight light on, and then you can adjust up and down brightness with the other two little switches. I'm also running a 5-power lens. You guys can't see it, but it's in the scope, of course. And whether it's 3D or indoor, that just helps me focus in on the target. The lens, for y'all wondering, is a ultra view doublet lens. For my peep sight, it's actually not a standard peep sight. It is the Hamskea peep, but you might notice it's a little bit longer, it's bigger, and that's so you can put a clarifier in there, because with the lens and the scope, you have to have a clarifier so you can see the target more clearly. And it also allows you to put an aperture in there. You can see it's a tiny little hole, so that way when you're lining up the peep in the sight, there's less room for error around the sight. For my arrow rest, I just have a QAD integrated ultra rest. It's like the R2 or something. It's nothing fancy, it's just a little pop-up rest, drop away, whatever you want to call it. But it's done fine for me. Done all I needed it to do, and my arrows haven't contacted or any of that stuff you'll have happen sometimes. For the stabilizers, you'll notice I have a bar on the front and a bar on the back, and that's for a couple different reasons. But on the front, I have the 30-inch bar, and I'm running 4 ounces of weight up front. And then if you come to the back, I've got the 12-inch bar with 6 ounces. And the reason I'm running 4 in the front, 6 in the back, nothing really scientific about it. It's just what I've messed around with and found to shoot the best and hold the best for me so far. So that's just what I've been running. and probably won't change it unless I mess around another day and find something better I like. For the angle of the back bar coming out, it's 6 degrees down, 6 degrees out, and once again, it's just what I've found to hold and shoot the best for me. For arrows, I'm running Ultras Centrum Premier 23s, and these work good for 3D and indoor. And for the vanes, I have Easton Blazers in orange and white. Not real sure why I chose that when I first got these arrows, but probably going to switch to some shield cut vanes and in black, so you know people can't see them as good when I'm shooting 3D targets, because these just shine so bright. There was one kid, he was like, I literally can't like get off your arrow. Like, I put the pin on the target and I'm trying to hit a 12 and my pin will not leave the back of your arrow. So yeah, I'd say they're definitely pretty bright. And also have orange nocks. Couldn't tell you why I chose those either. I've had this bow for about 2 years now, so it's been through a lot of my ups and downs in my archery journey, but overall, been a really solid bow, especially going from the Mission Hammer going to this, just made a huge difference. Like I said, this is a great bow. Some of the best benefits I think it has is its stability and just how it holds. I can pull this bow back and I know it's gonna hold exactly where I want it to, in the area of where I want it to, every time, as long as I'm making great shots. And it's just so stable, especially with the bars it has on it. I think Matthews did a great job with not only the bars, but the bow, and just making everything kind of flow really good together. And I've definitely noticed that a lot of people are switching over to the Matthews title, since it's just a really good bow and there's plenty of different options for different people that would want to shoot them. But thank you guys for watching. I know this is a little bit kind of different style for those of you who have watched the channel before. We'll see you on the next time.